Good day to the esteemed panel. Today, I will present about my research on the impact of digital technologies on improving visitors' experience and satisfactions in museums. This will be the topic that I will be covered in this presentation. Museums, as defined by ICOM in 2022, are non-profit institutions dedicated to research, collections, conservations, interpretations, and exhibitions of tangible and intangible cultural heritage. Open to the public, they foster diversity, sustainability, and ethical communications, offering experiences for education, enjoyment, reflections, and knowledge sharing. However, the rapid development of digital technologies has dramatically transformed the museum experience. Once seen as potentially dull, museums are now leveraging technologies like big data analytics, cloud computing, and the Internet of Things to create engaging and interactive experience. The tourism experience is now the core product of the museum. With digitalization, visitors' expectations have shifted towards digital museums offering participations, learning, and lasting memories. According to Yang and Tang in 2022, smart tourism technologies like virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence hold vast potential for museums. Studies have shown AR's effectiveness in enhancing user interactions and experience. This technology offers existing opportunity for museums to modernize their service and attract more visitors. While many digital applications exist in museums, their adoption in Malaysia lags behind developed countries. This motivates my research on how digital technologies can specifically improve visitors' experience and satisfaction in Malaysian museums. I'm addressing the crucial role of digitalization in enhancing museum visitor experience and satisfaction, focusing specifically on the National Museum of Malaysia. While museums like the National Museum offers traditional functions like preservation and exhibition, visitors' expectations evolve with technology. Existing methods often prioritize object centricity and rely heavily on static information boards, which limiting engagement and knowledge absorption. Studies reveal visitors' preference for dioramas and interactive elements, highlighting the need for digital integration. Traditional displays struggle to meet growing cultural needs, prompting the Department of Museums Malaysia to embrace digitalizations within Industry 4.0. Despite Malaysia's digitalization efforts, interpretation tools and interactive media remain limited. Storytelling in exhibitions through digitalized lacks integrations, hindering a unified experience. Visitor research such as low repeat visitations, potentially due to the static nature of current exhibits. Reviews on platforms like Google and TripAdvisor raise concern about incomplete historical information delivery and insufficient tour guides. While the impact of smart tourism on visitors' experience is acknowledged, a comprehensive investigation specific to museums in Malaysia is lacking. This research aims to bridge this gap by first exploring how digitalization affects museum visitors' experience and visitor satisfaction with implemented digital technologies. This research objective can identify the impact of digitalization on visitors' experience at the National Museum and analyze visitor satisfaction with implemented digital technologies. Now, for the framework, we use TAM model or as known as Technology Acceptance Model. Davis in 1989 has developed the Technology Acceptance Model. The objective of this model is to have a clear understanding of the process involving the technology acceptance to predict the behavior and provide a theoretical explanation of the implementation of technology success. Therefore, the TAM model is used in this research to explain the factors or variables that contribute to the memorable tourism experience of visitors, which leads to visitors' overall satisfaction in their digital experiences at the museum. The first hypothesis is the ease of use of the digital in the museum can affect the satisfaction of the visitors. The second hypothesis is the usefulness of the digital in the museum can affect the satisfaction of the visitors. And last but not least, The third hypothesis is the digitalization in the museum can perceive enjoyment for the visitors. Next, I will continue with the finding and result. First of all, in the demographic section, we are managed to collect a total of 410 respondents, which conclude 46.8% of male and the other 53.2% of female. Most of the respondents went to the museum once every few years and spent only an hour in the museum. Now I will continue with the first attribute, which is perceived ease of use. It shows the concept of immersive exhibitions is easy to use in general has the highest mean compared to the other two. It can be interpreted that digitalization is easy to use regardless of the age. The application of digitalizations in the museum can still be used easily. For the next attribute, which is perceived usefulness, it shows visiting digital exhibitions can help educate me while entertaining me has the highest mean. It can be interpreted that the use of digital in museums is not only for the purpose of educating, but also for entertaining through the audiovisual around the museum. For the third attribute, which is perceived enjoyment, it shows that, in general, I find digital exhibitions useful for the museum experience. It can be interpreted that most of the respondents feel that the application of digital in the National Museum can help them get more enjoyment during their visitations. Last but not least, the fourth attribute, which is visitor satisfaction, shows that, overall, I am satisfied with the digitalizations during my visit to the National Museum has the highest mean. It can be interpreted that a lot of respondents are highly satisfied with the digitalizations in the National Museum throughout their visitations since the digitalizations can give them new experiences. Next, as a whole, the model summary shows that a sizable amount of the variation in satisfaction can be explained by the regression model, which uses perceptions of usefulness, enjoyment, and ease of use as variables. The model's ability to predict satisfaction levels based on the designated independent variables is supported by the strong correlation coefficients and comparatively low standard error of the estimates, which indicate that the model fits the data fairly well. And lastly, to sum up, the results of the regression analysis indicate that three factors are highly significant in predicting satisfaction, which is perceived ease of use, perceived usefulness, and perceived enjoyment. The most significant effect seems to be that of a perceived enjoyment, highlighting its significance in affecting total satisfaction levels. This result provides important new information about the element that, in the context of the examined model, influence satisfaction. Now, I will continue with conclusion and discussion. For the key finding, visitors are highly satisfied with the museum's digital service with an average score above 3.5 for all satisfaction criteria. Next, the entire experience provided by the digitalizations received the highest satisfaction score, which is 3.88, demonstrating its ability to improve enjoyment and comprehension. And lastly, when recommending the digitalizations to others got the lowest score, which is 3.76, a significant portion of respondents were still willing to do so. Now for the implications, first of all, digitalizations has a positive impact on visitor satisfaction at the National Museum of Malaysia. Not just that, interactive tools and technology can improve learning and knowledge retention. And lastly, museums should invest in user-friendly digital experiences to appeal to current audiences. And last but not least, for the recommendations, it is highly recommended to invest in upgrading existing technology to keep up with the advancement. Gather visitors' feedback through digital tools to identify areas for improvement, improve the digital presentations of museum displays with a focus on storytelling and cultural context, explore the use of ICTs to foster loyalty and satisfaction among tech-savvy visitors, prioritize the role of guides and museums personnel in enhancing the visitor's experience, and last but not least, consider virtualizing cultural assets to broaden reach and attract a larger audience. That's all from me. Thank you.